Good morning, guys and girls. I'm heading out to a call to check out a couple different systems. One of them is, well, both of them I put in, but one of them is really the earliest unit that I designed and put in, which was 2004. I actually did the load calculations and everything for it, and it is probably the earliest example of that I can think of. Installed it for a friend of mine, and we grew up and played ball together, and known him for a whole lot of years. So we're going to check both these units. It is out here in the middle of nowhere. No cellular signal, no nothing. I mean, there's times out here where I can even make a phone call. I don't know if that's changed over the last few years, but we'll see. It's a Goodman system, 2004. I actually installed a Amana package unit, which is the same as Goodman, 2014 on the downstairs. So we're gonna check these things out, and luckily the river is not too high because this area floods heavily. This is the Northeast Cape Fear, I believe. And all right, let's get after it. This is what I love to see whenever I drive somewhere. Beware of dog. Their dog's nice though. I think it's just for show. Got a real killer here. Man, I want to try out this Cobalt. I might have to try this thing out. As you guys know, you can tell a lot about people by the state of their filtration. These are deceptive, actually, because it looks dirty, but you can see the light of the door. This, however, is never a really good sign. So I'm looking at a very old air handler right here from 2003, 2004, right there. Actually, I installed this and designed this whole system. The first one I really worked on like this and actually did the loads and everything. Just checking out the pans kind of shifted there, might need to be corrected. It'll drain, the base box in the back. Also, these Goodman units tend to hold water. So sometimes we used to jack these pans up, which is what I'm kind of doing with my fingers, in order to get it to drain a little bit better. There's our run capacitor for the blower, a little bit of rust. It's been around for a long time, and a missing Romex connector right there, which I completely forgot about. But here I'm checking the capacitor right here. We're gonna take it out. Pretty easy. Nice Malco reversible chuck as well. Quick check of the run capacitor with the Almost Fluke multimeter, and it is good to go. 4.94 is well within the tolerance of a 5 microfarad. And here I put a couple 1/4-inch screws into the air handler door because Goodman screws are notorious for routing out and becoming loose, so you have to put in extra screws or larger screws. Here I'm looking at the evaporator coil. It's a little bit dirty, but it turns out they didn't have any filters. Sitting at our Goodman unit out here, and we have 241.8 volts. We're going to shut it off in a second after we take some amperage reading. That is our compressor running at 5.4 amps, which is good. It's a 1.5 tons, I believe, so that should be fine. This is our fan motor at 0.96. That might be a little high. We'll check and see. Alright, CPLE 18, so I think that is 10 SEER. And can't really make out much else. Minimum circuit amps. Compressor 9.0, so we're below that. Fan motor is 1.0, so we're good there too. So, excellent. It was made, serial number 0304, so 2003, I think. Is it 2003 or 2004? No, I can't remember now. Alright, if you can see, guys, we have a wasp situation here. I'm not quite sure what to do about this since I can't get close because there's a ton of them. Unfortunately, I got stung by a wasp right on the head here. I don't know if you can see it, but it hurt like a joker, and I'm very angry. Our contactor is toasty and burnt. Our run cap is a little weak, and I'm about to check pressures on this unit. Had to cool off my iPhone because it overheated, and we found some fun electrical stuff I hope I can show you guys in the crawl space. Well, I'm down in this very tall crawl space, which is nice. We got to close up these vents because we have a dehumidifier running, and they weren't aware yet to close up the vents for it to really work effectively. But I came upon this. This is the wire that's going to our small Goodman condenser that used to go to the disconnect, and it has been rigged up and run back on this. This is not, it's not safe. It's not what you should be doing, and we're definitely gonna have to repair this. Figure out a way, maybe even put another disconnect outside or something like that, just to make it easier. Preferably one without wasps, but we need to have that disconnect out there. But yeah, this is definitely not good. Some sort of junction would be better than this, and just run the wire outside after that. Definitely not good, guys. Today on Call of Duty Wasp Edition. Where'd you guys go? Well, well, well. If it isn't a wasp. Come here, man. Hey, bro. I want to talk to you for a minute. Oh, man. Oh, man. Sucks to be you, bro. Oh, man. How perilous life can be. Any more of you guys out here want to die? Oh, there's another one. Oh, you okay, man? Let me help you there. Oh. So I am checking the charge on the small Goodman unit from yesteryear. This Ryobi fan is really nice to have around. It's not very powerful, but it's really compact. Ryobi's great, guys. Better in Milwaukee. So, I put this over the temperature clamps on the line so the sunlight won't hit them directly. P51s. Remember, higher pressure, the lower the sear. If you have 10 sear, that condenser pressure is going to be higher because of different temperature over ambient. I'll take a look at it on the app in a second. I'll make some screenshots, but at least it doesn't look low on charge. That's a happy thing. It's a pretty day. It's hot though. It's a good day for a wasp to die. So some of the numbers that you see may look a little bit weird, but what you have to understand about the numbers is that I've taken the temperatures from the ends of the duct. So we have the return opening, and then we have a supply opening. Now, even though I chose ones that were not all that long, although the supply flex is probably 20 foot long, 15, 20, so it's a decent length. So you're gonna get a little bit of warming, so that's gonna be the very lowest possible temperature split. So I think we can assume, and we can climb up in the attic and confirm this, but for the quick check, you know, we're gonna assume that we have 1 or 2 degrees added to what you see on the screen there. Looks like it could probably benefit from maybe a wash here. We don't have time today because of all the other stuff we've had to kind of look at here. And I say we as in me and my Ryobi fan. His name's Sam. And taking a look at the extremely high subcooling, and I'll confirm my clamps are in the right spot, but it looks like they are. That may improve with the coil cleaning. And it doesn't, it's apparently not an overcharge because our superheat is right where it should be, doing target superheat. So possible explanations for it are incorrect piston. I wouldn't think it's the incorrect piston because I changed this coil myself, so it shouldn't be the incorrect piston. I do make errors from time to time. Just ask my wife. I'm sorry about that. It's just who I am. So we may bring it down with some cleaning. So I think cleaning is a good step, and we'll see where we are. I would hate to pump it down for a piston if it weren't necessary. And I really doubt that it is necessary. Doing HVAC at the river where a wasp bites you in the face. Now I'm driving awfully quickly just to get out of this place. It's a flood zone, so I better hurry up and move it on out, because when the rains come down, the water goes away. What? No. Yep, guys, I'm just going home enjoying my wasp sting. Good times. They really hurt. And I feel like my eyes closing up. My eyes closing up, guys. Anaphylaxis. Nope, I'm not allergic, but a lot of people are, so it's a good thing that we didn't have one of those people servicing that unit. So as you guys can see, there's plenty of things that need to be corrected. There's some electrical issues with the safety issues there with that splice, so we can make a more official splice, put a box in there. A disconnect needs to go on the wall out there because you need to have a means to shut things off. The other one can be taken down, the one with the wasp bodies in it. Need to replace a run capacitor, dual run on the package unit, replace that contactor where it's burned up, likely because it was submerged in the Hurricane Florence flood. Both those units were submerged during Hurricane Florence, which was 2018 now, so I think it's been 3 years. So just a little bit of work we need to follow up on. They said go ahead and do it, so I'm sure you guys will see a video of that coming up real soon. And I'll see you on the next one.